feel bad for our seniors. Certainly didn't want them to go out in this fashion. They've meant a lot to this program and accomplished a lot, both individually and as a group. And I feel badly for them that we couldn't put together a better effort today to make this thing a little bit more competitive. Obviously, the difference in the game was rebounding and Justin Jackson. Obviously, both big points of emphasis for us in the scouting report and our game plan. But if you play zone and try to keep their size from having as much of an impact on you, then you open up the perimeter and he hurts you, and you go man to try to take him away, and then they pound you inside. And so we didn't have an answer in either spot. Kennedy Meeks obviously was hard on us because of his offensive rebounding ability, but it hurt. Obviously, we needed probably in order to have a chance to win, we needed somebody to have a performance like Sheldon Jeter had last Saturday against Florida State, and maybe even him. And obviously, he was saddled with fouls the whole day, and that really hurt us. So. But anyway, it's disappointing. I feel bad for the seniors, and wish we could have had their final game here be a lot better.
How difficult is it, Kevin, when they go on that 10-0 run late in the first half, and especially the sequence when Chris gets called for the offensive foul, they come and it's a 4-point swing at that point?
Yeah, that was you can't say in an 18-point defeat that was the turning point in the game, because it's not like we were on top of the game at that point, but. That was a big swing. It looked like, it certainly looked like a block to me, and Chris made the basket, so it could be a 5-point swing actually. You get 3 taken away and whatever they went down and did, but the officials have a tough job, and they're not out there trying to miss calls. And I mean, the view I had on the replay, certainly it looked like a block to me, but that run was key. We came out, started second half, and got a couple steals, got a couple breakaway layups, and we just couldn't follow it up with any rebounds. And we would get them to miss, but they would get second and third tries and get it in the basket. And eventually, not only does it get you in foul trouble, but it kind of breaks your spirit and breaks you down. But that's what they do, and that's what they're good at. And we're not the first team they've done it to. They're best rebounding team in the country, and generally speaking, the NCAA tournament is officiated more loosely than the regular season. It's more physical, and I think their physicality will play real well when the NCAA tournament gets here.
What do you think it was that contributed most to that rebounding spirit? Was it size thing, effort thing, kind of combination of both?
We didn't hit on box outs the way we needed to, but sometimes it's length and width and athleticism, and they're they're literally longer at every position just about than we are, except for the point guard spot, and so it just again, they do it to everyone. It's not they do it to everyone, and so we can sit here and lament whether it was we didn't box out hard enough, but there's just a time when the ball's up in the air, and they're good at getting it. They're better at getting it than we are, and they'll be better tomorrow at getting it than we are, and they were better yesterday than getting it than we are, and they're better than I guess everybody in the country, because I think they're the #1 rebounding team in the country.
What do you feel like, Kevin? You all struggled with more offensively today as compared to the first meeting. Was it simply a matter of just that making shots when you had the opportunity, or was it something else?
I think we made 13 threes maybe down there, or 14. I can't remember, but we only had half that today, so that starts off right there. We made some tough shots at their place. Cam had 6 made threes, and Chris had a couple, and we had a bunch of guys making them, and they've gotten better defensively, in my opinion. And it was harder for us to come up with good shots today. I didn't think that we executed particularly well, but I thought their defense was significantly better today than it was when we faced them down there.
We we had talked about how you were kind of feeling about your guys and where they were going into the Florida State game. I mean, what was your read on them going into today after that Wake Forest loss?
You know, I mean, it was obviously it's a shot in the gut or the head or whatever. I mean, we lead the game for 39 minutes and don't lead it for 47 seconds and lose, and so you know, they're human. They're human, but I thought that our energy was plenty good to start the game. I thought that we, you know, I think that the seniors wanted to do well, being senior day, and we were beaten by a better basketball team. They're better than we are, and they're deeper than we are, and they did what they did. They did what they do very, very well today.